Hello, welcome to Wisconsin Sports Collector. We're going to talk about the 1953 Milwaukee Braves. A lot of neat stuff came out that year, and a lot of it is because it was local issued, because, I've heard it from a lot of places, no city ever fell in love so hard with the baseball team than 1953 Milwaukee did with the Milwaukee Braves. Even the last guy on the bench was a rock star. And they all had deals and everybody wanted a piece of them. So let's talk about the 1953 Milwaukee Braves collectibles. Bowman color and Bowman black and white. I don't have them all. 9 players in Bowman color, obviously made with 1952 photos, B's on the cap. Include stars Mathews and Spahn. And also Jack Daniels, who played in the Bigs 1 year for Boston in 1952 and was never a Milwaukee Brave, but was a Milwaukee Brewer. Bowman black and white had 5 players. I don't know why they're split that way. 53 Tops had an early issue with B cap players and a second series with M caps. 16 players, including a curious pick, Murray Wall, who was a Brewer but not a Milwaukee Brave. I'd like to know his story. He didn't have much of a career and was a suicide at age 45. Sid Gordon was the cleanup hitter on opening day in Milwaukee, near the end of his career, and was traded after the season with Sam Jethro and Max Surkamp, who were all included in 1953 cards, for Danny O'Connell. Big George Crow was on a 53 Tops card, and in a game, he was playing first base, moved to second, and didn't change gloves. The opposing manager complained that he couldn't play second base with a first baseman's glove, but there was no rule against it. After that, there was. 53 Tops also included speedster Billy Bruton, who only hit 1 homer in 1953. It was the walk-off on opening day in the 10th inning. Okay, now for the fun stuff, the oddball and local issues. As mentioned, everybody would do anything for them, even the last guy on the bench. They got loaner cars, free gas, free groceries, free dry cleaning, and especially free beer. So Dixie lids came on milk bottles. I don't have anybody but Spahn and Sid Gordon are on those, and they're also in the 8x10s, which were a mail-in promotion. Northland bread cards came, Spahn and Gordon were on those. Those are right in the loaves of bread. Those and the Dixie lids are expensive if you can even find them. Red Man Tobacco had Spahn and Pafko cards. Spick and Span and Wisco Gas had giveaway cards that looked identical, except for a little blue Spick and Span logo on theirs. I don't know the details about how they ended up with identical cards, but I think Spick and Span sued Wisco. They're 3 1/4 by 5 1/2, and there's 28 players for both, I believe. I have a nice Wisco Spahn. They must have added players as they went, because Sid Gordon was traded for O'Connell, and they're both in the set. Don Little and Johnny Antonelli were traded for Bobby Thompson, and they're all in the set. Thompson, of course, hit the shot heard around the world for the Giants. If you've heard that recording where the announcer is delirious and repeating, "The Giants win the pennant, the Giants win the pennant," we only have that because some guy in Brooklyn was taping it off his radio. The original radio recording was lost, taped over, I guess. Johnny Antonelli did end up going on with a good career for the Giants. He was very much disliked by Warren Spahn, and he said he never knew why. Don Little threw the pitch for the Giants in the 1954 World Series that was hit deep to center and became the famous Willie Mays over-the-shoulder catch. Special shout out to Vern Bickford in most of these 53 issues. He had a very much up and down career, was injured a lot, but he did have a no-hitter for the Boston Braves. Died young, cancer at 39. Well, Vern and a bunch of his teammates, 9 total, had a deal with Top Taste Bread. 10 teammates had a deal with Pick Sweet frozen vegetables. They were 8.5 by 11.25 posters, basically for grocery stores. And they each were holding bread or veggies. Impossible to find. R.G. Dunn had a deal with Burdette and Jim Wilson for free cigars. They made posters or some sort of promotional thing, but impossible. Johnson cookies, you can find those. They put cards in the cookies, and the guys got free cookies. 25 cards, beautiful, way nicer than Bowman or Topps made, and worth a bit if they're nice. I have the team set, and they're nice. Our beloved Braves were on spick and span 7x10s from 53 to 57. 13 players in that set, plus a County Stadium card, which is impossible to find. They're given away with dry cleaning and are expensive if you want them now. Well, that's the story about 1953. If I missed anything, let me know. Thanks for watching. That's all, folks.